Number 7, sports betting will eat you alive if you cannot control emotions. This is the worst one. This is the worst one for these motherfuckers out there, man. I have a tipster service, as you know, right? So I sell my picks. I see it way more than you would, right? If you're just a gambler yourself. Grown men cannot control their emotions, man. It's very, very hard for people to control their emotions. But you're gonna get eaten alive, as has happened to many, many people, if you don't control your emotions. I tried to preach it as much as possible, and I'm gonna do it again here, right? Number 7, you need to control your emotions. The amount of success that you will have in this game is directly correlated to how often, how good you get at controlling your emotions. So it's not very hard to identify value in a MMA betting market. It's not very hard, right? It's just a skill set. But it's very hard to control your emotions. It's two completely different things. MMA betting is just a skill on watching a fight, really, right? Or MMA finding value, at least, right? It's just a skill on watching a fight. You can get that in a year or two of just constant watching tape and just becoming better at it, right? Refining your process. But controlling your emotions is literally developing the human psyche, developing your brain. It's a completely different thing. It's way harder. And that's why most people will never do it. But my message is not for them. My message is for you to hopefully help you control your emotions, because it is possible. It took me a long time to do this, right? So don't worry if you've been at the game for a year or 2 or 3 years and you haven't done it yet. It took me at least 5 years to become unemotional. And I still get emotional, right? And this is a common misconception. You don't have to become unemotional completely. You don't have to not feel these emotions. You're gonna feel them. Your job is to control them. So you should never get too high on your wins. You have to control positive and negative emotions, not only negative. Never get too high on your wins and never get too low on your losses. I've been saying it for 5 years with the content, right? And a lot of people understand it, but a lot of people don't. The bottom line, guys, is if that you can't stay even killed over long losing periods, which will happen in sports betting, then you might as well stop gambling, right? But as I said, it took me a long time. It took me about 5 years to kind of start to process emotions the correct way. And nowadays, I don't really get too high off my wins and I don't really get too low off my losses. Not emotionally. I have fun with it. If I win the money, I'm happy, I smile, like it's a good thing, right? Especially if I'm live on a podcast or I'm making content, like it's a good thing, right, to share that with people. But the actual process of like winning and losing bets, it doesn't really do much to me, guys. Even if I'm going for a long losing period, it doesn't really do much because I've just been there so many times. I've been on long winning periods so many times. I've been on long losing periods so many times. It's gonna happen to the best bettors in the world. Over time, you start to understand this, and over time, you develop the ability to control your emotions. But I have trained some people that are close with me in my network who sign up to my service. I have trained them to control their emotions in 3 months, right? Some people are just very smart and they get it very quickly. Way smarter than I was because it took me 5 years, right? I had no guidance and stuff, but still, it doesn't have to be a long process. So I don't want to scare you. It took me 5 years, but it took other people 3 months. Some people come into the game within a month. They're understanding the longevity of it and understanding how to control their emotions through downtrends. But it's a very important one, guys. It's a bit different than discipline because discipline is just discipline on what you're betting. This is emotional control, right? It's a completely different thing. They go hand in hand, but it's a completely different thing. So I believe it needed its own point. Control your emotions in this game. Otherwise, you will never be successful in this game. You don't be a volatile human being, man. In MMA betting, you need to be stoic. You need to be a very strong, level-headed figure.